Hi there, it's Wednesday the 9th. Just thought I'd do a bit of a walk through the garden. Hadn't really planned on it today, but kids have finished their work early, so I thought I'd have a go. Anyway, this is the potted garden area. Everything's doing alright. I finally got my Rosa Bianca eggplants up. I bought them because they got Bianca in the title. And also too, I wanted a small like duck egg size eggplant for curries, and unfortunately the Dumpelet eggplants just don't want to shoot. But saying that, I've got one shoot. Oh, you little beauty. Don't know if you can see in there very well, but I've got one that shot. I've been through 2 packets of this seed, and that'll be the first one that shot. If it's gonna do anything, I can't wait. I've got to look. Yes, it is. Wicked. Rosemary's doing well. Strawberry wall. Yeah, I just wanted to paint the final coat on the surrounds of the strawberry wall, so we could get that back up. I'll just put some plastic sheeting over the top when I paint the floorboards. Leftover bin from yesterday's little shindig. With the plants we've got going here, Kira's beans have been going great guns. They've picked up since I gave them a bit of a nitrogen feed. They were going a bit yellow. These little cuttings I've done. This one's cherry tomatoes finally picked up. I really don't know whether it's the plants I took the cuttings from or the soil I put them in, but I'm really not convinced that cuttings are the way to go, at least for the cherry tomatoes. I'll have another go at a later date, but just a bit on my plate at the moment. Just to show you a purchase I made. This little guy, I was speaking to some chaps at the markets a couple of weeks ago as they were shutting up shop, and they had these guys. They called them a ball chili. But what they actually are is what I know as a bell chili. Not a bell pepper, but a bell chili. They got a funky little, shaped like the top of a classic brass bell, and they flare out down the bottom. So we used to grow these at our last rental, and unfortunately I lost all the seeds, but our eldest daughter used to munch these down raw in the garden. So a mild chili. She now doesn't like chili, that her taste buds have come in, but they were one of my absolute favourites, so I'm happy I found him. What else? Oh, and just behind us here, I've finally given in to Bianca and got a black mulberry tree. So I got this from the market. They were $2. A guy's just got cuttings from his own tree, shoved them into some compost that he said was around the yard. He did that last year, and yeah, voila, $2 profit for him. Already got some fruit on it. Yeah, $2 black mulberry tree, and that was full price, so extremely chuffed about that. That's going to go into a modified wicking barrel, and it will be espladed just up the side of the house. So just up there we'll put a barrel and whack him in there. This bed here with the flowering orange sweet potato, that one's going to be our first casualty for aquaponics. We're going to pull this bed out and put the barrels here because the hoop is nice and wide, and the large totes will go here. Might actually bring the legs of the hoop out a little bit further, probably about another 2 to 3 feet. I will have to buy some more pipe, but that's alright. I've tried scrounging it, and this stuff's really hard to scrounge, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just going to put some pebble down and put some pavers under the skids on the totes so the totes don't dig into the pebbles, and away we go. Hopefully I'll have the first one up and cycling by the wedding, fingers crossed. I've got a mate who's an electrical contractor, and all I've got to do is get him around, tell me where and how deep a trench needs to be dug, and hopefully I'll have some electricity through to the place in the next probably 3 weeks. So then I can get the pumps and all that up and running. Elephant garlic, it's going great, nearly all up. Some of it's taking its time. Some weeds. The other garlic's all up and doing great. Chili over there is going crazy with flowers. Peas, no flowers yet, but they're doing well. I think we've got a fatality here in the snow peas, but such is. There's more on their way. Kohlrabi's going excellent. Look at this one. Beautiful bulbs. Nice leaf. A couple have been hit by little bugs and that, but unfortunately I'd like to pick these guys to eat tonight, but Bee's doing a cyclical diet where she does protein, carbs and all the rest. So today being a protein day, we won't be having any kohlrabi, but I think I might pick a few and just whack them in the fridge. The girls and I will have the greens, and Bee likes the bulbs or the turnip bases chopped up and stir fried, so we'll save them for her. Sugarloaf cabbage is starting to hard up, looking really good. Some have been attacked, but we've been doing the manual. Oh look, there we go. We've been doing the manual extraction method of feeding them to the chooks. I'll come back and get the rest of them in a little while. Here you go, chookies. Lettuce is going great. We haven't been eating enough. We spent a lot of last week away, so fortunately haven't been tucking into that, but they've been giving it to the chooks. It's our pink strawberry. It's going well. Eggplant, couple ready to come off. I'll be off for tomorrow night. Green eggplant, I forgot to give them to the visitors yesterday. Flowers are coming up well. Rainbow chard's doing nicely. Oh, some more fatalities from yesterday. Someone kicked a ball and I lost a purple collie up the end there, a whole cell, and two white Vienna kohlrabis, such as beetroot. They'll be coming out. They'll be in the same meal as the first of the eggplants. That sucker there is going on Bianca's plate. Fishies are doing alright. The water's clearing up now. We've got some snails in there and the duckweed. Fenced that off from the kids. Caped gooseberries have just gone berserk. They're everywhere, but none of the capes are drying out, so still holding our breath with them. This onion bed's doing really well. Onion, shallot, garlic, spring onion, shallot, garlic. Some really big ones in there. Dwarf green kale has taken off at last. The beans I planted, I don't know if I've mentioned them in another video, but we took the cucumbers out and planted the Blue Lake climbing. They've been doing really well, so really chuffed with that. The dill has also gone rampant, so I'm going to do some dill chicken this week. You might get a cooking vid. Broccoli's doing well, it's kicked up. They're the seedlings we purchased. Zucchinis, not doing that fantastic at the moment. I really do need some of those bad leaves taken off, I think, so we'll see what happens there. Lemons, still going rank. Some of them are coming up ready to be picked. Back this way. The collies starting to head up nicely. This is our poor sacrificial one. So he's had a fair few hits on him with the grubs. Purple ones are coming up nicely. There's some bugs on there. So give them a quick squish so I don't forget about them. Sorry, leaf. And someone's already squished him. Oh no, there he is. These beans are going phenomenal with the flowers. I tell you the truth, I haven't been down to check them since we've come back, but looks like there's more than a meal's worth on these guys. So snap beans, I think the Americans call them. Just bush beans. So, oh my god, there's heaps. Awesome. So that's pretty much where we're at. We've got some snow peas also to come off. So probably it looks like about a meal's worth up there. And the broccoli looks like most of it's ready to come off now. I think I might actually pull them and put some of these kales in. These are the broccolis I planted out and not a single one has sprouted. So I've actually planted 2 other punnets worth of broccoli of that type from that batch of seed from a certain supplier, so all their seeds always been really good. That lot's a dud, unfortunately, like I thought the Untitled eggplant was, so such is. Not going to complain, they've given us so many great veggies over the last few years. Yeah, that's pretty much all it. We've got some worm cast to harvest probably this weekend coming up. There's a bit moist in this half barrel, so I lied, that's not it. I'm going to show you this. Just getting some bits ready to work on the totes. Not having any proper drainage down the bottom here, I've found, as you can see, they've eaten down quite a bit. I've found, don't know if you can hear this, it's getting rather moist. Yeah, have a whiff, doesn't smell, smells alright. Yeah, so I'm going to give that a bit of a turn, and this weekend, the worms aren't dying, they'll come up to the surface, so no need to worry about the little worms, they'll survive. There are still heaps of eggs in it, so we'll just get into him and harvest him this weekend, stick another batch in there. I actually do think that some of the extra water may have come from a few rain events we had. I covered it up when I water blasted the back stairs, so I'm not too worried about any dodgy looking paint, as you can see here, that's everywhere, paint flecks getting in it. The paint wasn't lead base, we did the little swab test beforehand, so that's about it. I'll stop the mutterings, go have some lunch, and I might do another worm vid this weekend, I don't know. I'll probably find something to rabbit on about. Actually, just one more thing. Always one more thing.